Yeah. Hey Billy, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Without the lid. Yeah. Like a Disney Frozen with Anna and Elsa all over it. And Leo's like, what's Hey, she's 5 and she thinks she's
Oh.
boys in there.
I'll video and put it on TikTok. I'll capitalize.
You over here in the media section?
Yeah, I'm having to help this gentleman airing this on TV. Yeah.
Good. Good to see you, sir. I got caught up, but yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
He's good.
Okay. All right, sounds good. You get my second text? I was going to say, if you want to today, I'm here.
Yeah, no, he might. He'll be around, but
I mean, it's up to him.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Appreciate that.
I adjusted where I'm getting some room over there, my friend.
Thank you. Yeah, they're coming in, huh?
I was about to say, first they put you in the desk and then No, you're good. I stood up the other day, so yeah, this is way better than what it was a couple days ago. Okay. Well, I thought about it and then I didn't think about it and then, yeah.
Balls. We're going to do an anthem for anything?
No, softball's going to do the anthem. We don't have a speaker.
Okay. We need to wait on them. We'll go ahead and crank it up.
Crank it up, man.
Where's the phone? We're just here.
Do your thing.
Oh, I got. Let me.
okay, but you know.
Okay, hold on. Good.
Yeah!
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. All right, greetings Panther fans from right here at the 448 District Tournament here in Pottsville. Your 11-10 Panthers take on the 17-3 Morrilton Devil Dogs today here in the semifinals of the 448 District Tournament. And a strikeout there already for Heber Springs as Zane Lozo strikes out for the first out at the top of the first inning. Billy Smallwood coming to you live from the F.L. Davis ace broadcast position. Keenan Sneed steps in here. 1 out for your Panthers in the top of the first inning. No score between Heber Springs and Morrilton. Sneed pops that one foul and out of play. 0-1 count here. Caden Mealer on the mound today for the Devil Dogs, and his pitch, the 0-1 pitch, is in there. Umpire says Sneed did not go. Count goes to 1-1 here. 1 ball, 1 strike to Keenan Sneed. That pitch goes high for a 2-1 count. The 2-1 pitch from Miller, swing and a miss there from Sneed. 2-2 count here. Sneed fouls that one off, stays alive with a 2-2 count. Wheeler's pitch is in there for strike 3. So 2 outs here for the Panthers off the strikeout by Caden Mealer. And now Liam Buffalo steps in here for Heber Springs. 2 outs for your Panthers in the top of the first inning. That pitch is outside to Buffalo. 1-0 count. Buffalo fouls that one off. And out of play. One 1 count here to Liam Buffalo. 2 outs for your Panthers at the top of the first inning against the Morrilton Devil Dogs here in the 448 District Tournament. Buffalo pops that one up. It's in foul territory, but the right fielder has it for the 3rd out. So we will head to the bottom of the first inning. Morrilton will come to bat. No score between Morrilton and Heber Springs. You're watching and listening to Heber Springs Panther Baseball on 101.9 The Lake. I'll take this opportunity to thank some of our sponsors for allowing us to bring you today's live stream. AOS Tree Service, First Electric Cooperative, Allen Furniture, Tina Sewell with Rock Mortgage Lending, Hook and Ladder Throwing Company, McKenzie Realty, Centennial Bank, First United Methodist Church, Tim Brewer Shelter Insurance, Carissa Clemens with U.S. Bank Home Mortgage, and Eagle Pest Management. I want to thank all these Panther Baseball boosters for sponsoring today's baseball game. Corbin Jones will start on the mound today for your Panthers against the Devil Dogs. All right, Panther fans, back to action here from Pottsville at the 4-4A District Tournament. Billy Smallwood coming to you live from the F.L. Davis Ace broadcast position as Hunter White, the Morrilton left fielder, comes to the plate now, leading off the bottom of the first inning for the Devil Dogs. Corbin Jones on the mound for your Panthers. Here comes the first pitch to White. Swing and foul tipped. 0-1 count to Hunter White. White steps back into the batter's box. Jones gets the sign. He deals. White chops that one to Buffalo at third. He gathers it and fires over to McBroom at first. And that's the first out here in the bottom of the first. Maddox Hogan, the second baseman for Morrilton, will step in batting second for the Devil Dogs. One out here for Morrilton in the bottom of the first, and here comes a pitch from Jones. Hogan sends that one foul and out of play. 0-1 count here. Second pitch is fouled off also. Count goes to 0-2. Pitch is high from Jones. Count goes to 1-2 here to Maddox Hogan. Hogan chops that one over to Buffalo. He gathers it and fires over to McBroom. 2 outs now here for the Devil Dogs in the bottom of the first. Great defense there by Liam Buffalo for your Panthers. The shortstop, Luke Corner, steps in now for Morrilton. 2 outs for the Devil Dogs at the bottom of the first inning. Still no score here between your Panthers and Morrilton. And that one is hit past Jones at the pitcher's mound, so that will be a single for Luke Corner here. So Corner's on first for the Devil Dogs now, and the catcher, Casey Jones, comes to the plate now for the Devil Dogs. Here comes the first pitch from Jones. Casey Jones chops it foul. 0-1 count. Oh, 1 count to Casey Jones, the Devil Dog catcher. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Corbin Jones. It's low, 1-1 count. We apologize. We paused for a second to observe the national anthem going over at the softball complex over here at Pottsville. And we were back to action with a 1-1 count here to Casey Jones, the Devil Dog catcher. 2 outs for Morrilton here in the bottom of the first. And here comes the pitch from Corbin Jones. It's in there. Low for a 2-1 count. Runner on first for the Devil Dogs. Still no score between Heber Springs and Morrilton here. Semifinals of the 4-4A district tournament. A throw from Peyton. And Carter will be safe at second. 3-1 count here to Casey Jones. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. It's in the dirt. Jones draws the walk. So Jones at first for the Devil Dogs. He'll get the courtesy runner. Carter is at second. And the first baseman for Morrilton, Duncan Blakely, steps in now for the Devil Dogs. Two outs for Morrilton here in the bottom of the first inning. Runners on first and second. Here comes the pitch from Corbin Jones. It's low to Blakely. 1-0 count. Coach Ryan Bridges comes out to have a mound visit with Corbin. All right, so back to action here after the brief mound visit from Coach Ryan Bridges. 1-0 count here to Blakely, and here comes the pitch from Jones. It's a strike. Count goes to 1-1. Blakely pops that one up way into right shallow center. Xander Lindley fields it, and that's the third out. So we will head to the top of the second inning. No score between Heber Springs and Morrilton from right here at the 4-4A district tournament. You're watching and listening to Heber Springs Panther Baseball on 101.9 The Lake. I want to thank the rest of our sponsors for allowing us to bring you the live stream today. Eagle Bank, Jetfast Motor Brokers, Ed LaShawn with State Farm Insurance, Hopper Termite and Pest Control, First National Bank, Sugarloaf Medical Clinic, Arkansas Vacation Rentals, Angie's Hideaway, Lakeview Pond, and Southridge Village Nursing and Rehab, Heber Springs. We want to thank all these Panther baseball boosters for sponsoring today's baseball game. All right, Panther fans, back to action here in the top of the second inning. No score between Heber Springs and Morrilton from right here in the 4-4A district tournament from here in Pottsville. As Corbin Jones steps in now in the top of the second to lead it off for your Panthers. There comes the pitch from Mueller for a 1-0 count. Jones fouls that one off. Count goes to 1-1. The pitch from Mueller is in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Corbin Jones. Here comes a 1-2 pitch from Mueller. And Jones sends a rocket past the second baseman for a single here for your Panthers. So Heber Springs has a runner on first here. No outs in the top of the second inning. Cole Payton stepping in now for Heber Springs. First pitch to Payton, swings and misses, and Cusick steals second. Counts 0-1 here to Corbin Jones. Pardon me, to Cole Payton for your Panthers. And that pitch is outside. Count goes to 1-1. So 1-1 count here to Cole Payton. Runner on second as Cusick was in there safely. Swing and a miss from Payton. Count goes to 1-2. Here comes a 1-2 pitch from Mueller. It's in there. Strike 3 to Cole Payton. 1 out here for your Panthers in the top of the second inning. JT Spears steps into the batter's box now for Heber Springs. With a runner on second. 1 out for your Panthers. Still no score between Heber Springs and Morrilton here. That pitch is high to Spears. 1-0 count. Cusick gets the lead at second. Here comes the pitch from Mueller. JT pops that one up. Right into the grass, and the right fielder comes up and grabs it for the Devil Dogs. So 2 outs here for your Panthers in the top of the second inning. Still with a runner on second. Ty West will step into the batter's box now for Heber Springs. So Ty West batting now for your Panthers. And here comes the first pitch from Caden Mueller. It's in there. First strike to West to 0-1 count. Oh, 1 pitch from Mueller. And they get throws over to second. Pardon me, he faked the throw to second to get Cusick to dive back in. Cusick takes the lead at second. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Mueller to West. He chops it foul for an 0-2 count. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Ty West. It's high, 1-2 count. So here comes the 1-2 pitch from Caden Mueller to Ty West. It's outside, 2-2 count. Two balls, 2 strikes to Ty West, 2 outs for your Panthers here in the top of the second. Runner on second, and that pitch is high to West. Full count here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So here comes the payoff pitch from Mueller. West sends it foul. Stays alive here with a full count. Here comes a payoff pitch from Mueller. West hits it right past second base, and they hold Cusick up at third. So Panthers will have a runner at first and third here. Good job by Ty West. Still 2 outs for your Panthers here in the top of the second. And John McBroom will step in now for Heber Springs.
With who? Oh, hey man, what's up?
Runners on first and third for your Panthers. 2 outs here in the top of the second. No score between Heber Springs and Morrilton. And here comes John McBroom. First pitch from Mueller is fouled off by McBroom for an 0-1 count.
I can handle it if you don't care. I should have had a kid that hosed me. You just tell me what I need to do.
0-1 count here to McBroom. Here comes the pitch from Mueller. McBroom chops that one foul also. Count goes to 0-2. Runner goes, and we got a fake throw down as they try to bait Cusick from third. Nothing doing. So runners at second and third now for your Panthers. 1-2 count here to John McBroom. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss there from McBroom. As he strikes out, that is the third out here in the top of the second. So we will head to the bottom of the second inning. Morrilton will come back to bat. You're watching and listening to Heber Springs Panther Baseball on 101.9 The Lake. All right, Panther fans, back to action here in the bottom of the second inning as Gray Moreau steps in for the Devil Dogs and swings and misses at the first pitch for an 0-1 count. That pitch bounces in the dirt. Count goes to 1-1. Count goes to 2-1 here to Moreau. That pitch is in there for a strike from Corbin Jones. 2-2 count. Swing and chops that one foul from Moreau. Count will stay at 2-2 here. Swing and a miss there for Moreau, and he strikes out. So a strikeout there for Corbin Jones. One out here for Morrilton in the bottom of the second inning. And the third baseman for the Devil Dogs, Braden Garrett, will step into the batter's box now. First pitch from Jones is in there. 0-1 count. Sneed tries to field that one at shortstop, but it gets past his glove. And Braden Garrett has a single there for the Devil Dogs. One out here from Morrilton in the bottom of the second inning. And a runner on first for Caden Wheeler. The Devil Dog pitcher heads to the plate now. Pitches in there from Jones for a strike for an 0-1 count.
I graduated with him and his wife.
Oh, really?
They're good people. They used to cut our hairs, and she quit. She used to be a hair cutter. And when she quit there, I was like, man.
Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Corbin Jones. Swing and a miss there from Wheeler. 0-2 count here. 0-2 count to Caden Wheeler. Runner on first for the Devil Dogs. One out, and that pitch is high. Runner tries to steal, and he's gunned down by Cole Payton. Good connection there from Cole Payton and Keenan Sneed as they gun down Braden Garrett trying to steal second for the Devil Dogs. So 2 outs now here for Morrilton with a 1-2 count here to Caden Wheeler. And he sends that one out to Lozo, and he gets it. Lozo catches it in left field for the third out. So no score here still between Heber Springs and Morrilton as we head to the top of the third inning from right here at the 448 District Tournament in Pottsville. You're watching and listening to Heber Springs Panther Baseball on 101.9 The Lake. All right, Panther fans, back to action here in the top of the third inning. Your Panthers coming to bat here, and Xander Lindley steps into the batter's box for Heber Springs against Caden Mueller in the top of the third and takes a pitch high for a 1-0 count. Second pitch from Mueller's in there, says the umpire, for a 1-1 count here to Lindley. One and one pitch from Mueller. It's right down the middle. 1-2 count. One and two count to Xander Lindley. Here comes the pitch from Mueller. It's high. Count goes to 2-2 here. Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Mueller. Lindley swings and misses and strikes out. One out here for the Panthers in the top of the third. Lozo comes back to the plate now for Heber Springs. Swing and a miss from Lozo. On the first pitch, a 0-1 count here. Oh, one pitch is in there for a strike as well. Count goes to 0-2 to Lozo. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. It's in there, says the umpire. Strike three called to Zane Lozo. So 2 outs now here for Heber Springs in the top of the third inning. Keenan Sneed steps back in for your Panthers. The first pitch from Mueller is outside to Sneed. 1-0 count. Sneed swings and misses for a 1-1 count here.
Did you not know that was going on when y'all were there? Challen versus Go get an autograph. Go get an autograph for pitches. He's going in the first round.
That pitch is in there for a strike to Sneed. 1-2 count. Here comes a 1-2 pitch from Mueller. Sneed sends that one way out to right field. The right fielder has it for the Devil Dogs for the third out, and we will head to the bottom of the third inning. No score between Heber Springs and Morrilton. From right here at the 448 District Tournament, you're watching and listening to Heber Springs Panther Baseball on 101.9 The Lake. All right, so back to action here in the bottom of the third inning. Still no score between your Panthers and Morrilton as Jackson Dixon swings and misses at the first pitch from Corbin Jones for an 0-1 count. Fouls that one off. Count goes to 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and it hits Dixon. So he will walk down to first for the Devil Dogs. No outs here for Morrilton with a runner on first here in the bottom of the third inning. Hunter White steps back in for Morrilton. Runner on first for the Devil Dogs. No outs here and a 1-0 count as the umpire actually says that clips him, so he will take a walk down to first as well. And the Devil Dogs now have runners at first and second. No outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Maddox Hogan, the second baseman from Morrilton, steps back into the batter's box for the Devil Dogs. And that one plunks him right in the helmet. So the Devil Dogs now have bases loaded here. And Coach Ryan Bridges will come out to the mound and change pitchers for Heber Springs. So after the visit, Jones will stay on the mound for your Panthers. And number 15, Luke Carner, the shortstop for Morrilton, will step into the batter's box with bases loaded and no outs for Morrilton here in the bottom of the third inning. And the first pitch from Jones is in there. First strike to Carner, 0-1 count. Carner pops that one up in the infield to McBroom, and he's got it for the first out. So one out here for the Devil Dogs now in the bottom of the third inning. Bases are still loaded here as Casey Jones comes to the plate now for Morrilton. And Jones sends one out to center field, and it goes over his glove as that will get a run in now for the Devil Dogs. They are sending the run around third. We will have a play at the plate, but he is safe. So 2-run score here for Morrilton off the double by Casey Jones. And the Devil Dogs now lead it 2-0 over your Panthers here in the bottom of the third inning. Duncan Blakely steps in now for Morrilton. One out here in the bottom of the third. Devil Dogs lead it 2-0 now over Heber Springs. Runners on second and third, and a 1-0 count here to Blakely. And he sends that one out to right center field. And that two more runs are going to score here. Pardon me, they hold the runner up at third. But 1 run comes in for the Devil Dogs as they now lead it 3-0 here in the bottom of the third inning over Heber Springs. Still one out for the Devil Dogs and a runner on third. Blakely sits at first. Runners at first and third for the Devil Dogs. One out here for Morrilton in the bottom of the third. Leading 3-0 over your Heber Springs Panthers, and Gray Moreau will step back in to the batter's box for Morrilton. So Moreau steps in for the Devil Dogs. Runners on first and third here. One out. And that pitch is low for a 1-0 count here. Devil Dogs leading 3-0 now over your Panthers. Peyton throws down to second. Try to get the runner at third. Tag is close, but umpire says he's safe, so count goes to 1-1 here to Moreau. Runners on second and third now for Morrilton. Here comes a 1-1 pitch from Jones. It's in there for a strike. 1-2 count. One and two pitch plunks Moreau on the elbow there, and he will walk down to first, and the bases will now be loaded for the Devil Dogs. So Braden Garrett steps in now with the bases loaded for the Devil Dogs, leading it 3-0 over your Panthers with one out here in the bottom of the third, and that pitch is in there for a strike to Garrett for an 0-1 count. That's also in there for a strike. 0-2 count here to Braden Garrett. That pitch is inside to Garrett. Count goes to 1-2. That pitch is low. Count goes to 2-2 here. And that pitch from Jones hits Garrett, so a run will be walked in here for the Devil Dogs. It is now 4-0 in favor of Morrilton over Heber Springs. Here in the bottom of the third inning with only one out here for the Devil Dogs, and Heber Springs will make a pitching change. All right, back to action here. Ty West now on the bump for your Panthers against Caden Mueller for the Devil Dogs with bases loaded and a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the third inning with only one out. Comes a 1-1 pitch from West. Nearly clips Caden Mueller there for the Devil Dogs. 2-1 count here. That pitch is low to Mueller. 3-1 count here. That pitch is in there from Ty West for a strike. Count will go full here to Caden Mueller. Here comes a payoff pitch from Ty West. Mueller chops one out to Sneed. He gathers it, fires over to McBroom, and McBroom, umpire says he's off the bag. So everybody's safe and a run scores there for the Devil Dogs. It is now 5-0. Still only one out here and the bases remain loaded. Courtesy runner coming out for the Devil Dogs. And number 18, Jackson Dixon, the right fielder for Morrilton, will step into the batter's box now. First pitch from Ty West. In there, first strike, 0-1 count. And that one plunks Dixon as well. So another run scores here for Morrilton. 6-0 here. The Devil Dogs lead it over your Panthers. Hunter White will step back in now for Morrilton. Bases remain loaded for the Devil Dogs. Still only one out here in the bottom of the third. And White sends that one in the gap between right center field, and two more runs are going to score here for Morrilton. It is now 8-0 in favor of the Devil Dogs. Runners will be at first and second for Morrilton. Still only one out here in the bottom of the third inning. That pitch is in there to Maddox Hogan for a ball. 1-0 count here. Two-0 count here to Maddox Hogan. That one's in there for a strike. Count goes to 2-1. Count goes to 2-2 here to Maddox Hogan. Hogan swings and misses for the strikeout. Ty West gets a strikeout here for the second out of the bottom of the third inning. So 2 outs now here for the Devil Dogs, leading at 8-0 over your Panthers. Runners on first and second for Morrilton. Luke Connor steps back in for the Devil Dogs. Here comes the first pitch from West. We got a throw down to Peyton. Nothing doing there at third base, as Peyton threw down to Jones, trying to get the runner at third. Runner also steals from first to second, so runners advance for the Devil Dogs. Runners at second and third now for Morrilton. And a 0-1 count to Luke Corner. That pitch is in the dirt. 1-1 count here. And Connor chops that one to Sneed. He gathers it and fires to McBroom, and he picks it out of the dirt for the third out. So two more runners are stranded on base there for the Devil Dogs, but 4 more runs have come across here for Morrilton. And the Devil Dogs now lead at 8-0 over your Panthers as we will head to the top of the fourth inning. We want to take this opportunity to thank some of our live stream sponsors for sponsoring today's live stream. AOS Tree Service, First Electric Cooperative, Allen Furniture, Tina Sewell with Rock Mortgage Lending, Hook and Ladder Throwing Company, McKenzie Realty, Centennial Bank, First United Methodist Church, Tim Burrow Shelter Insurance, Carissa Clemens with U.S. Bank Home Mortgage, Eagle Pest Management, and Ed LeSean State Farm Insurance. We want to thank all these Panther Baseball boosters for sponsoring today's live stream. Back to action here in the top of the fourth inning. 1-1 count here to Liam Buffalo for your Panthers. Panthers trail 8-0 here to the Devil Dogs. Buffalo chops that one to the third baseman, and he was going to try to outrun it, and he is out at first. So 1 out here for your Panthers in the top of the fourth inning as Corbin Jones steps back in for Heber Springs. Jones fouls that one off for an 0-1 count. Second pitch is in there for a strike to Jones. Count goes to 0-2. That pitch is low. Count goes 2-2. Here comes 2-2 pitch from Mueller. Jones pops that one up. Right fielder trying to make a play on it, and he's got it in foul territory for the second out. Cole Payton steps into the batter's box now for your Panthers. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. Trailing the Devil Dogs of Morrilton 8-0 here in the 4-4A district tournament from Pottsville. Payton chops that one foul back to the screen. Count goes to 0-1. That pitch is in there for a ball. Count goes to 1-1 to Cole Payton. Payton chops that one foul back to the screen. Count goes to 1-2. The 1-2 pitch plunks Payton, and he will walk down to first. So 2 outs still for your Panthers here in the top of the 4th inning. Trailing 8-0 to the Devil Dogs, but a runner on first here as JT Spears comes to the plate now for your Panthers. First pitch to JT is low for a ball, 1-0 count. That pitch is low to JT. Count goes to 2-0. And JT Spears sends one out over the left fielder's head as it looks like Heber Springs. The runner is held up at third there. And Heber Springs has runners at second and third here. 2 outs in the top of the 4th inning. Ty West comes to the batter's box now for your Panthers. Ty West fouls the first pitch off for a 0-1 count. That pitch is in there for a strike to West. 0-2 count here. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And West chops it foul. Stays alive at 0-2. So 0-2 count here to Ty West. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. It's high. Count goes to 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Mueller. It's high. 2-2 count here. And West sends that one out to center field. He's trying to make a play on it. It's over his head and hits the wall. 2 runs are going to score for your Panthers. West glides into second with a double. So Heber Springs is on the board here. It is now 8-2 in favor of the Devil Dogs. Cusick will come out to courtesy run for Ty West. And John McBroom steps into the batter's box now for your Panthers. Devil Dogs leading at 8-2 now over Heber Springs. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. First pitch McBroom is in there for a strike. 0-1 count. Pitch is in there for a ball to McBroom. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs here for your Panthers. Trailing 8-2 to the Devil Dogs here in the top of the 4th inning. And a runner on second. McBroom tips that one foul. Count goes to 1-2. A 1-2 count to McBroom. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss as he strikes out for the 3rd out of the inning here, as we will head to the bottom of the 4th. Your Panthers do get on the board here, but it is Morrilton 8, Heber Springs 2 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. You're watching and listening to Heber Springs Panther Baseball on 101.9 The Lake. want to thank some more of our sponsors for allowing us to bring you the live stream. Southridge Village Nursing and Rehab, Heber Springs, Lakeview Pond, Angie's Hideaway, Arkansas Vacation Rentals, First National Bank, Sugarloaf Medical Clinic, Hopper Termite Pest Control, Jetfest Motor Brokers, Eagle Bank, and Edless John State Farm Insurance. Thank you to all these Panther Baseball boosters for sponsoring today's baseball game. So back to action here in the bottom of the fourth inning from right here at the 448 District Tournament here in Pottsville. Billy Smallwood coming to you live from the F.L. Davis Ace broadcast position. The Devil Dogs lead your Panthers 8-2 as Casey Jones steps in now for Morrilton. First pitch from Ty West is in there for a ball for a 1-0 count. Jones hits one out past J.T. Spears at second base. Lindley will field it out in right field and throw it back into Sneed. And Jones has a single there for the Devil Dogs. Duncan Blakely steps in now for Morrilton. No outs here in the bottom of the fourth with an 8-2 lead over Heber Springs. And that ball gets past McBroom, and we will have a runner go to second safely in a 0-1 count here to Blakely. So 0-1 count here to Blakely. Here comes a pitch from Ty West. It's in there for a strike, 0-2 count. Oh, 2 count here to Duncan Blakely. And he chops that one foul, stays alive at 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Ty West. Blakely thinks about offering at it, but thinks otherwise, and count goes to 1-2. That one's in there for strike 3. Ty West gets the strikeout here of Duncan Blakely. And that's the first out here for the Devil Dogs here in the bottom of the 4th. Gray Moreau steps in now for the Devil Dogs. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Runner on second base. And that pitch is in the dirt. Count goes to 1-0. Moreau sends that one to Spears at second. He gathers it and fires it over to McBroom for the second out. Runner advances to third on the play. 2 outs here for the Devil Dogs in the bottom of the 4th. Still leading your Panthers 8-2. Braden Garrett, the Devil Dog third baseman, steps in now. Swings and misses at the first pitch from Ty West. 0-1 count. Garrett sends that one out to Lindley at right field, and he makes the play out there for the third out. Great play by Xander Lindley out there in right field for your Panthers. So no more runs are scored here for the Devil Dogs as we will head to the top of the 5th. Morrilton leads over your Panthers 8-2 from here at the 4-4A District Tournament in Pottsville. You're watching and listening to Heber Springs Panther Baseball on 101.9 The Lake.